Hello, in this video I'm gonna show you how to install drivers on your HP ENVY X360 laptop. In order to do it, first go to the browser that you have. I'm gonna choose Google Chrome, but it can be any other one. Then search for support.hp.com, enter that. Then I'm gonna change the language because it has changed to my local language, so I'm gonna switch back to English. And now let's go to software and drivers. Now select that you have a laptop, and now I'm gonna click on let HP detect my product, so I don't need to search for it, and I'm sure that I get the proper model, so I'm gonna click on that. Then if anything shows up on the screen, then click on OK. If it doesn't, then click on, if you aren't seeing any pop-ups, click here. Then I'm gonna accept here and click on start download. Then it will start downloading the software that will allow me to identify my laptop. So now I'm gonna just click on it, then click on yes to open it, and now I'll need to install it quickly, and after that I'll be able to identify my product. So let's click on next, then agree, then install. Now it will take a short while, and now I can click on finish, and in the website I can click on continue. Then it should show a pop-up. So let's wait until it shows it. If it doesn't, then click on close and click on let HP detect your product again. And now you can click on open HP web products detection. Now click on OK, and it will start detecting my laptop. So it takes a moment sometimes, but in my case it was pretty quick. It has detected my laptop and my printer, so I'm gonna select my laptop. Now it shows the software and drivers page, so I'll need to select my Windows version. So to do it, select here. I have Windows 11 and you most probably have it too. If your bar at the bottom looks like this, then you have Windows 11. Then select your operating system version, and in order to check which one you have, you just need to go to the settings. So I'm gonna go to the settings, then go to system, scroll all the way down and go to about, then scroll down until you see the version. Mine is 24H2, so in here it isn't shown, so I'm gonna just select Windows 11, then click on submit, and now you can select the drivers manually, but I'm gonna click on detect my software and drivers. Then I'm gonna click on open HP web products detection again, and click on OK, and it'll detect my drivers. So let's wait until it finds it. Sometimes it takes a longer while. Also, even if it doesn't find it after a longer while, then you may want to go back, then go in this website again with the same operating system version, and it may find it quicker. If it still doesn't, then you may need to change the operating system version. So what I will do is I'm gonna go to get project support, because it worked before for me that if it was loading for too long, then get product support, then go to software and drivers again, then select again the same OS version, click on submit, then I'm gonna click on detect my software and drivers, open HP web detection, OK. And now I think we actually just need to wait. Okay, It has found the drivers finally. I actually went back again and went back to the website. I was also trying to do it on another browser, but it actually found them. So I'm gonna click on select all, then scroll up and click on download selected files. Now if you want to, you can use download and install assistance, so I'm gonna click on OK, download now, but you can also click on no thanks, I will install and download manually, so I'm gonna do that. Then I'm gonna click on open HP download and install assistant, and it'll just start doing that, as you can see. Now everything has downloaded, so I'm gonna click on install all. Now I'm gonna allow the app to make changes on my device. Then I'm gonna click on next, accept the terms, and click on next. Then I'm gonna click on next again, and it'll start installing the first driver. Then I'm gonna click on yes again, next, accept the terms, and I think I need to do it for all the drivers. Then for this one I need to select the language, next. It is different each time. Then I'm gonna click on next. Then if I want to do complete install or custom, I'm gonna just go ahead with the default form, click on install. Then I'm gonna click on finish. Then I'm gonna click on yes, and you can see here it is the BIOS update. So if you have the BIOS update, then it's kind of important then you have your laptop plugged in all the time that it installs, because if your battery dies in the process, then you may break your laptop. So you have to, I would suggest you first making sure that your laptop is charged to at least 80%, and also that it's plugged in at the same time. So even if the charger unplugs for some reason or the power goes out, then the battery will hold it, but you need to have the charger in case the battery dies for the BIOS update until it finishes, because it's gonna restart, I think. So I'm gonna accept the terms, then click on next. And this is the BIOS update utility. So I'm gonna click on next, make sure that your laptop is plugged in and charged at least to 80%. Then select update the BIOS on this device. It will restart your laptop. Next. Then it shows you, if it shows you that Windows BitLocker drive encryption is enabled on your system using TPM security, then you'll need to click on OK, but make sure that you have access to your Microsoft account, just in case it may ask you for the BitLocker recovery key later, because if it does, then it will lock your drive and it will be unrecoverable until you log into your Microsoft account on your phone or any other laptop and find the recovery key, because it may ask you for the recovery key on BitLocker recovery keys website. So before clicking on OK, I suggest you going to a website called, I'm gonna show you that. This is the website. You should go into that, but make sure that it's aka.ms/myrecoverykey, and that it's not, for example, akms myrecoverykey.com, because it will open a scam website. So it has to be this exact website. Then click on go, and you'll be asked to log into your Microsoft account. So log into the same account that you have logged in on your laptop. I've just entered the password and clicked on sign in, and if you're logged in correctly, then you'll see the BitLocker recovery keys, and you'll be able to recover your laptop if it asks you for the BitLocker key. So you need to make sure that you have it. If you don't, then click on cancel. So I'm logged in. Make sure that it's the same account. So just click on the start button, then click on your profile and make sure that the email is the same that you've logged in on the website a moment ago. Then I'm gonna click on OK because I'm logged in correctly. And now I think we just need to wait. Also, if it actually asks you for the recovery key, then on your on this website you'll see this key ID. Here's gonna be your computer name, then key ID. So this is gonna be the first segment, then it's gonna be the key itself. So verify with the key ID that it's the same PC. It'll just have the first segment of a long key ID that will be shown on the screen. Then make sure you enter the whole key. Let's click on next. It actually said that I need to have the AC plugged in, so I do have it, so I can just proceed. Make sure to not unplug the AC. Then I'm gonna click on restart now. Sometimes if you're updating your laptop, it just doesn't update the BIOS. So most of the steps that I've shown you about the BIOS will just not be important to you. But sometimes it updates, so it's important to know how to continue with it. Now it's in the update utility. So you can see it is doing that at the moment. Now it shows you that the screen may be blank for a few minutes and various LED lights may be flash, but you should not interrupt this process. So just wait until your system boots and don't click on anything, even if something weird is going on. But actually in my case it just logged in pretty quickly. I'm gonna unlock it. Okay. And now let's see if it actually automatically opens the HP software. Yes, it does. So I'm gonna click on yes because it has a few more updates to install. I think just one, but let's continue with that next. Now it is installing the last driver. And now everything got installed, you can see. Now you can close the download and install assistant and all the drivers are installed. Now it says that the restart is required. If it doesn't, then I still suggest you doing that. So I'm gonna click on the start button, then on the power button and click on restart. This restart sometimes takes a longer while because it also applies the updates while it's installing, so let's wait. And now let's unlock the laptop, and I think everything should be updated. You can also go to the settings, and in the settings check if Windows Update has any updates for your drivers. So let's go to Windows Update, then check for updates, and if there are any, then you can click on download and install, and after everything installs you can just restart your laptop. And that's all for today. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next time.